My heartfelt congratulations to you graduating seniors as you complete your studies in one of the most challenging times that we've ever experienced, at least in my lifetime. Fairview Schools has done a superb job during this pandemic to ensure both your academic success and to keep you safe from infection. I've been impressed with the innovation they've shown during this COVID-19 crisis. Your teachers went from being full-time classroom to online learning teachers in a matter of days. They were able to work together with persistence and patience to deliver the diploma program's curriculum each and every day. I also want to commend your parents who were very wise to provide you with this opportunity to study at Fairview IB International Schools to become a global citizen. They know that in today's world you need more than just academic knowledge. You also need the language and life skills in order to be successful anywhere. This is what will give you your competitive advantage. During these tough times, the term global collaboration no longer seems to be in vogue across nation states because nations have turned themselves inward. The world desperately needs people with your international mindedness skills to help them turn outward, to make the world a better place. The world needs you. Your journey so far has been impressive, as you are among the very few of today's top high school students who have aimed high from a surprisingly early age. Aspirational teenagers like you, when you were just 15 or 16, are already planning their way to the top universities and a future career with big-name multinational corporations. This is particularly so for students from Malaysia and other Asian countries. These particular students have made it their priority to reach their full potential in secondary school in order to be better prepared for the best university and career opportunities. Your parents' choice of an international school education set this expectation for you from a very early age, and now it's given you a competitive edge. Thus, in a general sort of way, you've all been appointed leaders in your peer group. It's not entirely arbitrary, but you must sense right now that it is arbitrary, as you are the lucky few. Lucky with your parents, lucky in your country, lucky in that a place like Fairview International School exists that can take lucky people like yourselves, introduce you to other lucky people, and increase your chances of becoming even luckier. You live in the richest society the world has ever seen at a time when no one actually expects you to sacrifice your interest in anything. However, this pandemic has thrown the world into a turvy. The job you think you may not be, that you want, may not be there when you graduate from university. Knowledge is important, but it's more important to have the skills, the attributes, and the capabilities to be successful wherever you land. It's true that the best and the brightest from around the world will increasingly find their way to the most desirable positions, be it the best degrees at the world's finest universities or the best jobs in the world's leading organizations. Your commitment to meet the challenges of this new agenda is inspiring and should be commended. You've now completed the first leg of that journey with your graduation from Fairview this month. You're also on the way towards the second leg of that journey, as almost all of you have received offers from the University of Malaysia and or other top international universities. This in itself is impressive. So, most, if not all of you, it seems, will attend university. I encourage you to go forward from this point on without self-doubt so that you can fail better. Yes, I said fail because that is part of success. Success is never permanent, and the sooner that you can embrace failure and rejection, the sooner that you'll get through it. We have to remember that when we go through these difficult times in our lives, the troubling thoughts that we experience are only happening in our heads. They're only our thoughts, and no one else can define you but you. Your perseverance and your tenacity are what people will remember. It's not that you will fall down, because we know that everyone falls down. It's how you get back up, and that you continue to get back up. What other people think of you is never as important as what you think of yourself. Successful people don't become so preoccupied with failure that they forget to learn from it. They grow from it. When you believe in yourself, you succeed better. Finally, I also want you to embrace taking action. Every story that you've ever made a connection with, every teacher that you've ever admired, and every small thing that you've ever accomplished is the result of taking action. At this point in your life, you have a choice. You can either sit back and become a passive victim of circumstance, or you can be the active hero in your own life. Go for it, but be humble. Have the wisdom to recognize the best in others while always demanding the best from yourself. So I want to end this with a quote from Newton D. Baker, who was an American lawyer and politician in the 21st century, who once said, quote, "I hope your dreams take you to the corners of your smiles, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special places your heart has ever known." Unquote. My very best wishes to all of you as you embark on the next phase of your journey. Good luck.
A warm welcome to our wisdom, the Board of Governors, our direction, the Board of Directors, our cheerleaders, the parents at Fairview, our teammates, our educators and administrators, and our passion, the learners at Fairview. Thank you for watching our Honors Day video. On behalf of all of the management at Fairview, I'd like to thank everyone for sacrificing their typical face-to-face Honors Day celebrations to preserve the safety and well-being of everyone in our community. We've all had to make our individual sacrifices, and I thank you for yours. It's been a challenging period for all of us. Teachers had to adapt to taking lessons online, parents had to stretch the limits of their patience, and students had to learn in new formats. Thank you all for persisting with us throughout the MCO. We all make mistakes along the way, and I am so grateful to the many parents and students who approached our shortcomings with forgiveness and grace. At the time of this recording, we still have no confirmation about what's going to happen in August 2020. Rest assured, when school reopens, Fairview is prepared for both physical and online scenarios. Thankfully, because the normal academic pace was maintained, all our children will progress to the next academic year without disruption. As a teenager, there was a time when a group of friends of mine sat around and made paper stars for another friend who was sick. Many of us didn't know how to do it, so another friend taught us. As one of my friends did it, I saw she destroyed many of her imperfect stars, and then she started again. When I asked her why, she shared that it wasn't perfect, and she only wanted to make perfect stars. I, on the other hand, made my imperfect stars, and even though they weren't great when I started, as I continued, I think eventually my stars were pretty good. At the end of the hour, I realized I made about 100 stars, and she was still at number 10. In my experience, we often wait for the perfect circumstance to present itself before we move forward. During the good times, it isn't too difficult, but when the dark times arrive, like today, as we stare at a potential worldwide recession, this becomes more difficult. Perfection is the enemy of the good. While safety isn't something we should compromise, we can't all be in a bubble suit when we go out. Neither can we stay home forever. Many of us look to the vaccine as a panacea. But the reality is that this is a virus, and the virus can mutate away from the vaccine, rendering it less effective. A new pandemic may arise, another wave may come. If we waited for the perfect solution to restart our lives again, we could potentially end up in lockdown for the rest of it. Many individuals during the crisis have offered innovative solutions to our daily challenges. More meat and fish is now being sold directly to homes. Cashless systems are now commonplace at almost every retail outlet. And schools who refuse to be beaten by the virus have taken their lessons online. Every creative solution has its challenges. Every one of them has a weakness. And every time a new solution is brought forward, someone will cast doubt about its ability to succeed. But in time, just like the television and the radio, those that persist through the difficult times, pivot and adapt to the challenges they face, will succeed. Perhaps the most important part of this story is what is our personal role, our response to challenges. Do we, like my friend, settle for perfection and be paralyzed in the process? Do we hear brave individuals with their flawed attempts and ridicule or belittle them? Or do we approach the situation with supportive demeanor, open-mindedness, and hope? The only ones who can truly say what we should or should not do in this pandemic are the medical professionals. Beyond their absolute guidelines about health protocols, distancing, or travel, I encourage everyone to keep moving forward. Know your risks, what you can or cannot do, but keep moving forward. I recently had the unpleasant opportunity to witness one man shout at 3 frightened women. They had a difference in opinion about a certain matter, but he chose to insist that others must think like him and do as he says. He chose to emotionally embarrass them and intimidate them into submission to get what he wanted. In the end, I found out he had faced financial challenges and was incredibly fearful about his future. This story describes a familiar emotion in all of us. Many of us during these times feel insecure regarding the future and resort to survivalist tendencies, looking out for only me, myself, and I. Across the world, we see this in the form of riots, bigotry, intolerance, and plain old mean words. The question stands then, as an IB community, as a community that chose a different route, what will you do? As a community that is aware of the dangers of repeating our past prejudices, misconceptions, and habits. A community that is committed to prepare our young souls for a new, brighter future, one unshackled from our past. A community that believes that success built on the dead bodies of the inconvenient is no success at all. What will you do? There is no need to look far. We're spending an incredible amount of time at home after all. Practice small, regular acts of caring, kindness with your loved ones. Remind everyone we are better working together, not against each other. Be open-minded to new possibilities, and always remember that the phrase, "let's not reinvent the wheel," is a terrible one. The wheel had to be reinvented hundreds of times over the years to get to where we are today. The world does not need more cynics, suspicion, or unkind words. It needs care, a sincere desire to work together, and open-mindedness. Oh, and your children already learn these as the learner profile attributes of caring, collaboration, and open-mindedness in their classes. Unfortunately, it's bad news all around. HSBC plans to retrench about 35,000 staff worldwide. The UK economy in April shrank by about 20% in April. And the OECD forecast for 2020 is a negative 6% contraction in the global economy. As businesses face the heat, they are going to really rethink who they want working for them. The fastest people to be shown the door will be those that perform repetitive tasks, those who can't work without repeated instructions, and those who compete instead of collaborating, and those who are not creative or adaptable. These will not be your children. You made the right choice to prepare your children for a future, not an exam. And it's become very obvious now. While other children are being prepared to mindlessly sit examinations and memorize mountains of facts, your children are considering solutions to problems, examining possibilities, collaborating with each other, and presenting their thoughts, preparing to adapt and pivot them later. When other children enter the workforce, the first thing they ask is, what am I supposed to do? Every step of the way. Your children will ask, how will they contribute? And they will suggest new ways of working as well. Every parent at Fairview thought deeply about their children's future and took a gamble by not jumping onto the traditional education bandwagon. That there was a better way, that a progressive IB education is the right path. Congratulations, you are all winners. So in summary, 1. Be reassured and celebrate your decision to educate your children for a future, not an exam. Your children look to you as a role model of one that takes action not because it's easy or convenient, but because it was the right decision for their future. 2. When everyone else is being all cynical and looking out for themselves, bring a little kindness to the table and show them through your actions how we are better working together, not against each other. And finally, keep moving forward and let hope, not fear, be your guide. Stay safe and healthy, ever onwards.
Hello, a very warm welcome to Chairman of the Council of Governors, Mr. Daniel Chen, members of the Council of Governors, the Principal of Fairview International School, Kuala Lumpur and Director of Fairview Global, Dr. Vincent Chen, the Principal of NCUK International Foundation Years, Dr. Janice Chen, the Deputy Principals of Fairview International School, Ms. Ann Hui and Ms. Gomathi, our 2020 graduates, parents, teachers and students. Andy and I have had the greatest pleasure to have shared a rewarding experience with the graduates of Fairview Pre-University programs. We could not be more prouder to address our talented graduates on such a momentous day and share a few final parting words. IBDP and NCUK IFY students, we applaud your courage in taking the road less travelled. Today marks a milestone in your journey of life, and as you begin to write the next chapter of your life, we hope that you can reflect on the knowledge, skills and experiences you have developed within you to not only withstand the challenges you'll encounter, but to endure these challenges head-on with determination, a kind heart and fortitude. You've had a relatively short amount of time to figure everything out, adapting to a new environment and a program, getting to know your classmates and teachers, and of course, the all-important decision of which course and which university you wish to go to. And throughout it all, you have all demonstrated such perseverance, resilience and determination to see it through. You've been such a hard-working bunch, never slacking and put off by a failure. Instead, you use these failures as an opportunity to propel yourself forward. Your positivity has been an inspiration to us all. Allow me to send you on your way with some words of advice. Because if we have learned anything from the start of 2020, it is that our world can be engulfed by uncertainty. In order to survive and adapt as a society, you need a strong sense of empathy to see with the eyes of another, listen with the ears of another, and feel with the heart of another. In addition to empathy, you need to have friends or colleagues who you may disagree with on certain issues, so that you can have these discussions and you put yourself into situations whereby you are able to hear different perspectives, because where there is dialogue, there is understanding. On behalf of the Fairview Pre-University programs, we would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the parents and guardians who have been their child and our biggest supporters. Let us not forget the dedicated team of teachers who have been motivating, passionate and providing seemingly limitless assistance to our students through their respective challenging programs. We wish to thank parents and guardians for putting your trust and faith in Fairview, the IBDP and NCUK IFY. Graduates of Fairview Pre-University programs, class of 2020, congratulations.
Mommy are so proud that you are a graduate now. Congratulations! Today is only the first of many amazing moments, and we know life has more in store for you. So keep focused and believing that you can achieve whatever you want in life. God bless you and we love you.
Thank you all the teachers for all the efforts, all the 2 years period. Congratulations to Jiawen and all the friends who graduate today. Thank you.
Congratulations DP2, job well done, even though in these crazy times, but congratulations guys.
And we also want to thank the teachers at Fairview for your dedication, your guidance, and for teaching these DP2 kids and for tolerating with them as well.
I'd like to say congrats to everybody who graduate this year. I'd like to wish you all best of luck in the future, and also I'd like to thank all the teachers and the managements who hard work until some students doing very well and some students get what university they wish to get, they get it. And also best of luck in the future, and don't be so upset because we cannot do proper graduation. I know most of them is very upset and sad. It's me too also. And also it's okay, we stay at home and safe is more important because of COVID-19. So I'd like to again say congrats to everybody. Best of luck in the future. Thanks.
First of all, I'd like to thank the teachers for your effort and dedication supporting our children throughout this journey. And on behalf of all teachers and parents, congratulations to the class of 2020. We wish you nothing but success in your journey ahead.
Hey Super Champs! Hi, congratulations! Class of 2020, my darling graduates. You made it! Despite all odds, despite COVID, despite the pandemic, you've made it. And you are the chosen ones because you yourself chose to succeed no matter what. You're like the phoenix, rising from the ashes. The pandemic could have taken away your graduation ceremony, but it can't take away your dreams, your future, your hopes, your aspirations. Do not wait for things to go to normal. Evolve. Make the world a better place. This is an opportunity. You are the change makers. You'll be known as the change makers. None of us anticipated this to happen. Despite all the hardships, all the struggles, all the obstacles, you're graduating. And just don't feel cheated. I know you guys were extremely joyous when the exams were cancelled, but
Hey student, congratulations in completing your study. I'm really proud to be your teachers. I know the past month has been stressful and there's a lot of uncertainty roaming around, but I think the worst has passed and now you will know where you're going next. I really miss all the time I spent with you, and to the NYP gang that was teaching you guys since grade 10 as physics, Jawan, Aliraj, Mark, Lely, Sadif, Sungwoo, Eric, Agajang Wampo. Good luck to all of you. I hope you guys can enjoy and use what you have learned so far. And for Sam from Subang, I will remember all the crazy ideas that you have. Isaac, your love for astronomy. And the gang from 11P, Lydia, Rachel. I also remember the time I'm teaching you and know that you guys have worked really hard to come to what you are today. So good luck, congratulations. From those that just joined us 2 years ago, Yizuen, you're very impressive. I really enjoy every single second teaching you. and being your supervisor. And for Negin as well, thank you. You really bring the color to the class. Okay, so good luck to all of you and good luck on your future endeavors. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hello all. As you can see, I'm at the library. Hope this brings back some nice memories for you guys. So yeah, whether you guys know it or not, the 0520 Psych class was my first batch of class, and I really had a great time with you guys. It was really fun getting to know all of you. And what else? Yeah, so all the best for your future once you leave school. Wish you guys the best, and don't worry, from what I've seen in you guys, you can make it out there, and always believe in yourself, and don't worry, you can do it. And always remember, work hard, play harder. So have fun. Bye.
Hello guys, finally it's your turn to graduate after 2 years of DP life in February. Definitely I think I'm the teacher who has taught you guys for the shortest amount of time, which is only around 6 or 7 weeks compared to other teachers. But I think most of you also have been taught by me, which I still remember since grade 10. So some of you either from SL, HR, definitely I still remember you guys. One thing that I wish could have happened is not having this virus, so that I can actually spend a little bit more time with you guys, because 6 or 7 weeks definitely is just too short for my DP2 life with you guys. But what to do? Good thing about the virus is also because you guys have already graduated. So anyway, all the best to you guys for your future. I will still remember each and every one of you, definitely, because I always remember my students. So let's say in future, if you see me on the street or whatever, just wave at me and then just say hi, and I will greet with you as well. Okay, no matter where you guys are, I will be still proud of you guys. Happy graduation.
Thank you, Chris. I'm your Mandarin teacher from Mandarin B. Okay. While you are leaving our school, so we are going to a new place, new environment. So for that, for my Mandarin B student, 遇到你们就是像张爱玲说的，刚刚好的时间就是最美好，刚刚好的时间遇到你们就是最美好的时间遇到你们。希望你们在未来的生活中能顺顺利利，遇到不顺利的时候还是可以很开心的过你们的日子。All the best, stay alive, stay healthy. See you guys in the future in one piece. Bye bye.
Hi guys. So as you know, I'm Mary, your business teacher, and hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are safe, staying at home and sound, good in health. Keep in contact with all your friends so you're physically as well as mentally motivated, especially during this pandemic. And hope all of you all have gone to your universities. Strive hard, work hard. Sky is not the limit. Sky is just the beginning. It's the first step which you're trying to achieve. Okay, reach high for it, and there's nothing which you think you cannot do if you think you can. Okay, stay positive. Okay, always think that we all are here. Anytime you would like to get in touch with us or contact us for anything, we would love to see you guys again once more. Anytime you think of us. Okay, anytime you think of us, just wish for us well, and anytime we think of you all, we definitely wish well for you all, as always is. So God bless, and hope all of you all have a bright and great future ahead of you all in whatever dreams you want to do. Make sure you try to strive for your dreams. That's the main thing. Whatever you have, do something which you love doing.
So many faces, so many memories. From Subang to Ipoh, went into foreign lands. PPINS and IDUNTOK. These are the memories that you and I have shared. I wish you all the best in life, in everything you do. I hope you had the time of your lives. I wish you all the best in life, in everything you do. I hope you keep on moving, ever onwards.
morning to our respected principal, Dr. Vincent Chen, our esteemed DP coordinator, Ms. Andy, honorable guests, parents, teachers, staff members, students, and last but not least, my fellow graduates. I would like to start by extending my sincerest and warmest congratulations to each and every one of my classmates. Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it. We've sailed through this journey which seemed daunting in the beginning, emerging as stronger beings who are able to function with minimal sleep. I think we can all agree that it has been an extremely eventful year globally. Forest fires, coronavirus, protests, and in spite of all these hurdles, we still made it to the end of this 2 years journey. So let's give ourselves a huge round of applause for that. 2 years ago, we embarked on this journey called the IBDP. And since the very first day, we have been labeled as noisy and carefree. I can't begin to put a number on the times we have been told off for scattering our stuff around, or the times we were reprimanded for being too loud. Some of us would be filming TikTok videos by the staircase, some would be practicing football against the wall, while some just miraculously fall asleep amidst this chaos. Nonetheless, we unanimously agreed that we were all better off doing absolutely nothing productive during our free time, just so we can spend nights without sleep right before our IA deadlines. Little did we know that we would actually be regretting those hours we spent looking at IB memes and TikTok videos. Little did we know that things don't always go according to plan. An unforgettable experience that I would definitely tell my future kids was none other than my CAS project. I'm sure most of you guys already know the story, but it started out like this. 3 DP students decided to take on the challenge to hold the annual science fair as their CAS project. And as we got ambitious trying to hype up the school tradition, all the extensive effort put into the event planning blew up in thin air due to some unavoidable cancellation of plans. As everyone knows, we eventually ended up planning a school trip, as we toured various locations in our imaginations and finally landed in Port Dickson. I think this was definitely an experience worth the mention. Likewise, our DP experience has definitely been very special. Just like how these 3 students work hard to plan for their event, we've all put our very best in getting ready for finals. And just as we thought we had no hope passing, and were looking into careers at McDonald's, COVID-19 appeared out of nowhere and blew our dreams away. A moment of joy was bestowed upon us. We were ready to throw all our books out and party all night, until we internalized the situation. Devastation crept in. We felt cheated. The time I spent memorizing all those scientific terms and all those math formulas felt too long, not having a chance to flaunt them. But we're here now, ready to take on another chapter in life. And let me just remind you that you've completed 6 IAs, a 4,000-word EE, CAS, and a TOK essay that made you contemplate life. We've survived through all of this, and this proves something. The new adventures awaiting will definitely be 10 times harder than completing a chemistry IA. There may be more mental breakdowns ahead, more dramas to deal with, but just as how we persisted through the hours spent wondering why we chose to take on the DP life, there would come a time when we would be able to laugh at ourselves as we look back to all those absurd episodes we've been through, just as we are now. Before I end this speech, I would like to thank everyone who has seen us through these past 2 years, cheering us on, guiding us, mentoring us, and constantly supporting us. To all our teachers, for bearing with our endless questions and late-night messages, for going an extra mile for us. Thank you. To all our parents, for being our biggest supporters and loving us despite our mood swings. Thank you. And to every fellow classmate of my graduating class, for being the annoying, crazy, and spontaneous bunch that you are. Thank you for creating unforgettable memories that I will carry in my heart forever. It's been a splendid 2 years with everyone in the class of 2020. I leave you all with this quote by Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Graduation is not the end. It is only the beginning of the beautiful life that lies ahead of all of us. I wish everyone here the very, very best. And once again, congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you.
Chairman of the Council of Governors, Mr. Daniel Chan, members of the Council of Governors, the Principal of Fairview School Kuala Lumpur, Dr. Janice Chan, the Principal of Fairview International School Kuala Lumpur, Dr. Vincent Chan, Academic Manager of NCUK, Mr. John Harvey, Board of Directors, our Excellency of Ambassadors and High Commissioners, representatives from embassies, honorable guests, parents, teachers, staff, and students. And last but not least, my fellow graduates. I was reminded today that every journey has an end. 6 years of my journey in Fairview has come to a heartbreaking but satisfying ending. By being in the NYP and NCUK, I've made a great number of memorable moments and experiences that I'll never forget. I've organized enormous events such as the Ultimate Nerf War, the Haunted House, and surprisingly also being house captain. But what I enjoyed most about doing these accomplishments was the journey itself. Being able to work with the brightest and committed groups of people was the biggest honor to have. Nerf War was my favorite accomplishment for me because it was the start to all of my big accomplishments that I've done in school. It started with an idea where a group of my friends were talking about a shooting game called Rainbow Six Siege. And our teacher asked us to do a carnival game for a carnival day. So I came up with this idea where we bring this shooting game into a carnival game. And we used Nerf guns, and we also had shields, which was made by cardboard, and that was made by a broken handle found in our class. Note that we have nothing to do with breaking the door handle of our own class. We just found it, we just used it to make the shield. And it was, when we did the event, it was really fun. I was amazed how well we did. The event went better than how I expected it to be. It was the biggest challenger to a haunted house that year, which was the main event for Carnival Day for so many years. The main reason I could achieve so much in a short period of time was the immense support given by my family, teachers, and friends. They helped me believe that I am the better man that I thought that I was, and they have supported me when I felt vulnerable and reminded me good is not good enough. When I was transitioning from NYP to NCUK, there were some people who told me NCUK is going to be extremely stressful because it was only 9 months. However, the course was quite flexible for a foundation program. I learned an essential number of skills that will help me in my university life. One of them is to set goals and manage time. I learned that to succeed, like the choice between choosing to study to succeed or doing my hobbies, is a false dichotomy. It's essential to learn that to balance all of that to where you can succeed academically and also enjoy every single day to the fullest. I had my teachers and students who are caring from NCUK, who are caring and thoughtful, that have guided me through the obstacles that popped up during my time in NCUK. The main reason I came to NCUK was to go into one of the guaranteed university, which is the University of Manchester. However, when NCUK has helped me decide which university is suitable for me, and their credibility has allowed me to study in one of the best universities in the UK, even though it's not a guaranteed university for NCUK. When I was transitioning from NYP to NCUK, there was 3 months where we were stuck at home because of the COVID-19 pandemic. My friends from NCUK and IBDP have supported me academically and emotionally through this NCUK course. The thing I'll miss most when I move to a university right now during my MCO is the friendly meetings that I had with my NCUK friends, which we always talked about the most random thing ever. It could be procrastinating or complaining about something that went on during our NCUK course. I also enjoy being around my IBDP friends, which most I knew from my NYP years. Little known fact is that I came for their subject, Theory and Knowledge, known as TOK, where I came, it was on my timetable, but I just came because I didn't know I was supposed to go. But when I went, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be there, but it was just an awkward moment. But I enjoyed it because I get to know so many new friends, and it just made the whole experience of NCUK much more better. For one last time, I would like to thank every single one of you who have followed me throughout this journey, and I hope that I will get to see you again soon. For the DP and NCUK graduates, I would like to give my congratulations to you guys. I hope that you enjoy when you move to your university life. And for the DP one, I know every single one of you have the ability to go through IBDP and to get to the university that you guys have wanted to go. I know that 2020 has been tough for actually everyone, but I believe that the future will be bright and we can make through these tough times together. I hope that every single one of you are safe and healthy. Thank you so much.
Graduation day.
Return to the Mac. Get it, what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy up. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Grown music. I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT shit hustling. Chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track bustin'. Halfway across that city with the back crush shit. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
I'm so damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark. We raw. Time to go up, gone. Deuces goodbye. I got a world to see. And my girl, she wanna see Rome. Caesar make you a believer. Nah, I never ever did it for a throne. That validation comes from giving it back to the people. Now sing this song and it goes like, raise those hands, this is our party. We came here to live life like nobody was watching. I got my city right behind me. If I fall, they got me. Learn from that failure, gain humility, and then we keep marching.
Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night.